10 seconds, 5 seconds, start. Having said that, I want to confidently state that our government is fully prepared to support and facilitate the economy's reset. This budget provides every opportunity for our economy to raise and capture the pace that it needs for sustainable growth. 2021 is the year of many important milestones for our history. I mention a few of these. It is the 75th year of independence, 60 years of Goa's accession to India, 50 years of the 1971 India-Pakistan War. It will be the year of the 8th census to independent India. It will also be India's turn at the BRICS presidency, the year for our Chandrayaan 3 mission and the Hardwar Mahakumbh. Honorable Speaker, I want to take a moment to acknowledge how isolating and distancing seemed like insurmountable challenges for a country like ours that has people coming together in times of crisis. It hurt us in many ways. I bow many head in respect to every citizen for the endurance shown in facing what was an undeniably a tough year for all our physical and mental well-being. I wish to lay a vision for Atmanirbhar Bharat. Atmanirbharta is not a new idea. Ancient India was largely self-reliant and equally a business apiculture of the world. Atmanirbhar Bharat is an expression of 130 crores Indians who have full confidence in their capabilities and skills. We are already part of international groupings such as G20 and BRICS. The Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure and the International Solar Alliance are realities today due to India's efforts. The proposals will further strengthen the oath of Nation First, doubling farmers' income, strong infrastructure, healthy India, good governance, opportunities for youth, education for all, women empowerment, and inclusive development, among others. Additionally, also on the path to fast implementation are the 13 promises we had made in the budget of 2015-16, which were to materialize during the Amrit Mahotsav of 2022 on the 75th year of our independence. They too resonate with this vision of Atmanirbharta. The budget proposals for 2021-22 rest on 6 pillars: A. Health and well-being. B. Physical and financial capital and infrastructure. C. Inclusive development for aspirational India, revigorating human capital. E. Innovation and research and development. F. Minimum government and maximum governance. Even at the outset, I would like to say that the investment of health infrastructure in this budget has increased substantially. Progressively, as institutions absorb more, we shall commit more. Taking a historic approach to health, we focus on strengthening 3 areas: preventive, curative, and well-being. A new centrally sponsored scheme, Pradhan Mantri Atmanirbhar Swasth Bharat Yojana, will be launched with an outlay of about rupees 64 to 180 crores over 6 years. This will develop capacities of primary, secondary, and tertiary care health systems, strengthen existing national institutions, and create new institutions to cater to detection and cure of new and emerging diseases. This will be in addition to the National Health Mission. The main inventions under the scheme are a. Support for 17,788 rural and 11,024 urban health and wellness centers. B. Setting up integrated public health labs in all districts and 3,382 block public health units in 11 states. C. Establishing crucial care hospital blocks in 602 districts and 12 central institutions. D. Strengthening of the National Center for Disease Control, its 5 regional branches and 20 metropolitan health surveillance units. E. Expansion of the integrated health information portal for all states and union territories to connect all public health labs. F. Operationalization of 17 new public health units and strengthening of 33 existing public health units at points of entry, that is at 32 airports, 11 seaports and 7 land crossings. G. Setting up of 15 health emergency operation centers for 2 mobile hospitals, and H. Setting up of a national institution for One Health, a regional research platform for WHO Southeast Asia region. 9. Biodiversity Safety Level 3 laboratories and 4 regional National Institution for Virology. To strengthen nutritional content delivery, outreach and outcome, will merge the Supplementary Nutritional Program and the Poshan Abhiyan and launch the Mission Poshan 2.0. We shall adopt an intensified strategy to improve nutritional outcome across 112 aspirational districts. The World Health Organization has repeatedly stressed the importance of clean water, sanitation and clean environment as a prerequisite to achieving universal health. The Jal Jeevan Mission will be launched. It aims at universal water supply in all 4,378 urban local bodies with 2.86 crores household tap connections, as well as liquid waste management in 500 Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation cities. It will be implemented over 5 years with an outlay of 2,87,000 crores.